All right. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Ashley Marie. And as you can tell, we are back on the channel, but with something a little different. So today I decided that I wanted to do a little live stream, but I want to do a live stream with a special guest. And if you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, this is a gamer special guest, Twitch affiliate, and I'm a big fan of her. So without further ado, I'd like to add to the stream Miss Kia.
Hi, thank you for having me. Once again, I just told you it. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you for joining. So, introduce yourself, your name, your age, where you're from, and how many years you've been on Twitch and YouTube.
Okay, so my name is Kia. My real name is Kia, but it's spelled like Kia, like the car. But I spell my name on social media as Keeyuh, just so people could kind of like sound it out. Because sometimes people say Kaya, and I'm like, excuse me, that's not my name. But yeah, this ring light got me a little hot right now. But I just turned 28 on February 28th, so that was my golden birthday. And I'm from New Jersey. And well, now I'm from New Jersey, but I recently moved to Alabama like a year ago. And yeah, and I've been on YouTube for like 7 years, and I've been on Twitch for 3 years. So yeah.
So I'm a big fan of your sim games. Like that's where I first realized who you were and everything, and that's when I just started loving your channel. So when did you first start playing Sims, and what interested you about the game?
I started playing The Sims. I think it was 2000 and when was that? Like 2016, I think. And the only thing that interests me was the fact that I saw one of my friends had like real clothes in their game. And I was like, how did you do that? So then he told me how to do that, and then I just started playing. That was like the main thing that made me play.
Okay. And when did you decide to start streaming your gameplay?
I wasn't really into streaming because I feel like a lot of trolls come into stream chats. So I was like mainly recording and editing, but I started using the streaming feature on YouTube maybe like a year into my gameplay. Well, maybe not even a year, maybe like 5 months or so. And then Twitch hit me up and invited me to their platform. So I switched over, and then I fell in love with streaming when I moved to Twitch. So yeah.
Okay. So they actually reached out to you instead of you reaching out to them.
Yep.
That's decent.
Yep.
All right. And are there any YouTubers, streamers, or vloggers that you look up to?
I would say not really look up to, but like I really do enjoy Berleezy. Like I feel like everybody enjoys Berleezy. Like Berleezy is a friend of mine, so shout out to Berleezy. We never collabed, but that's like literally the only person that I would want to collab with, which is Berleezy. I can't even think of anybody.
Okay. All right. So besides The Sims, what other games do you play?
I like to play GTA, but I like to play the modded GTA on PC, like role play where it's more realistic. Because when you go in the regular GTA lobby, they be wanting to shoot and get jets and tanks and all of that. No, I don't want all that. I want like realistic gameplay. So I love GTA RP, and I like story games. But the most recent ones that I played, I didn't like them. I didn't like Last of Us, and I didn't like Life is Strange. And everybody tried to crucify me about it, but I'm like, I don't know. It's just not my type of game. Like, but I do try them out. I at least give it a chance, and then I'll like stop playing if I don't like it.
Okay. So out of all the games you played, which one do you think is the best, and which one do you consider the worst?
My favorite game that I played was The Walking Dead. I feel like everybody, even like how old it is, I always tell people, if you never played it, play it, because you will get like sucked into the story. It's going to give you like real emotions, real feelings, and it make you think like, what if this really happened? Like, I don't know. But I feel like, if this really happened, I don't know. I'll be kind of scared. So yeah, that was one of the best games. And then a lot of people find it weird, but I would say the worst game is The Sims 4. And that was like my most popular game, but it's like once I got in on a roll of playing it, I couldn't get away from it. Like people stick you in that box, like, oh my God, just play it. And I was allowing myself to be in the boxes like, hey, I'm getting some, good content, good reviews. Like people leave a lot of nice comments. They want to watch that all the time. But I feel like it kind of got me like stuck in a place kind of. So that's why I would say it's the worst. And not only that, it's like limited gameplay. Like you could go back and play Sims 2, Sims 3, and it blows Sims 4 out of the water as far as gameplay. So I don't really like the Sims 4. Like people go on my YouTube and be like, how can you say you don't like the Sims 4? But it's all over YouTube because that's the only thing people want to see. Like that's the only
Exactly. All right. And so not only do you stream and post your gameplay, but you post a little bit about your personal life. What made you decide to open up to your fan base like that?
I don't know. I just feel like I didn't want to just be known as, you know, just this girl playing video games. It's just like, hey, like this is some other stuff that I like to do. Like even when it comes to streaming, sometimes I don't even play the game. I'll just sit and talk like on the camera and have that type of connection. But I also did learn, thanks to my boyfriend, that privacy is very important. So it's like, even though I share things, it's like a lot of things that people don't know. So I feel like you have to have that balance.
Yeah.
And I found a way to make it work for me. So
That's good. So you keep it real no matter what. That's one of the things I love about you. Do you get a lot of backlash for being your authentic self?
Yes. I think I get the thing about it is like when I think about the backlash, it's like, okay, people are going to talk bad regardless, but I get more love versus hate for it. So I'm not mad at it. Like, and my thing is, I used to go back and forth with people. Like if somebody leave a bad comment or message me, it's like I want to go back and forth. I want to say something. Now I'll look at it and I'll delete it or I'll block the person because, of course, when they leave that comment, they want to go back and see if I reply.
Exactly.
You want to go back and your comment is not even there at all. So, like, how do you feel about that? Like, I feel like I win in that case. So whenever I get backlash, block, delete, move on. That's it. Like,
I know that's right. So has there ever been a time where you felt like it was just all too much and you needed a break?
yeah, once I started having like viral clips for Sims 4, it kind of like, and people get happy for going viral. I hated it. Like I really hated it because people started stealing my stuff and watermarking their own name on it and all this type of stuff. And I'm like, dang, like I be spending hours doing this in my room, recorded, editing, all this stuff, and it's going viral with somebody else's name on it. So that's another thing that turned me away from The Sims 4. And it's another thing that turned me away from YouTube, like altogether. So my YouTube slowed down tremendously, but and that's what I would consider a break for me, because regardless of that, I always stayed on Twitch. Like people are like, where are you? I'm like, go to Twitch. Like that's it. Like, even when I'm like down and not feeling it, I could always get on Twitch for that pick me up. So it's like I'm taking a break kinda, but not really. So
okay. So to follow up on that, how do you handle like all the emotions with all that drama and everything?
I don't know. I pull myself away from the internet. Like I feel like that is a very important thing to do. Step away from the internet and enjoy life. Like I like to enjoy my family, and now I live far away from my family, but like me and my boyfriend, even though we just go out for a little bit, or I'll leave my computer off for the day and just do regular stuff, like go outside, help him wash the car or watch TV or cook or something. Like just step away from the internet. Like that's a very important thing to do.
So when did you officially decide to make gaming your career?
I think I was like 24 maybe, because I was doing it for a while. But the thing is, of course, you have to build that audience to be able to make a what is it called? Like make it your livelihood, basically. Like it's hard to do. But my thing was I hated working in the mall. I used to work at Macy's and then I worked at Sears, and then I just stopped going to work. And my mom is like, what do you mean you're not going to work? I'm like, no, just let me do this. Like, please let me do this. So my mom hated it. Like my mom was trying to force me to go to school and go to work. And I said, no. Like it was just to the point, like I'm grown. Let me just try it. If I fail, it's on me. And I stuck to it and it worked out. And I was like, thank you, because I don't want to go back to the mall. I just thought of this one.
how did you find that balance when you were doing gaming and, working too?
I feel like back then I was ashamed to say, but now I can say there was no balance. Like I would skip work. Like my boss would text me like, "Are you coming in?" And I wouldn't even reply. It's just like, "You'll see me tomorrow." Like then I come into work and my boss would be so mad. But it was like hard to balance. I'm like, I don't know. Like I just feel like staying home doing this today. But then dang, I know my paycheck gonna be short, so let me go to work tomorrow. Like that's it.
All right. So to get where you are today, did you have to invest in yourself a lot, money wise and mentally?
I would definitely say a lot mentally because I always used to care about what people said. Like, so that was the thing. But money wise, yeah, but I feel like further down the line because in the beginning, I was lucky enough to have my sister. She brought me my first HD PVR to record my videos. And I think my mom brought my microphone. And then I had this bust down laptop. So I was just making it work. But then when I started making money, it was just like, it's a part of the budget now. Like these are things that you need. So I just started making it work.
Okay. And lastly, what advice and tips would you give to upcoming streamers and YouTubers?
The main thing I would say, do not put yourself in the box. Like, don't just play one game. Because that was my mistake. Playing The Sims 4 every single day. And then I'm like, okay, guys, let's try this game. And they're like, no, let's play The Sims. And I'm like, no. And it just didn't work. So just step into it playing all different type of games. Or even if you're not gaming, if you want to vlog, don't just vlog yourself doing one thing, like doing makeup or something like that. I'm so sorry. I'm sweating. It's like, it's okay in my office.
It's
but
okay.
yeah, like, keep your options open to what you want to do. Basically, like do not limit yourself to one thing because when you decide to try something else, they're going to be like, no, what happened to you doing that? Like, no, let's try something else. Like, so yeah, that's the main thing I would say.
All right. That is all the questions I have. Thank you so much for doing this interview with me.
Thank you for having me.
I'm fangirling right now. I'm sorry. I told you I'm a big fan. So yeah.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. For those of y'all that tuned in, thank you for tuning in. And stay tuned for the next video. Bye.